Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today. My name is Ziggs and I'll be taking you through a beginner yoga flow today. If at any point you're needing to take a rest or modify any positions, definitely do so. Just listen to your body, and yeah, we're not trying to push it too much, not trying to hurt anything, just taking it nice and easy today. Now with that being said, let's sit up nice and tall. Let the eyes come to a close. Let's just watch our breath for a moment here. Noticing the belly and chest rise as we inhale, and squeezing all the air out, pinching our belly button towards our spine on the exhale. Just watch this breath with no judgment, no control. Just monitoring it as we begin our session today. And slowly flutter the eyes open. Let's reach our left fingertips out to our side, allowing our right ear to drop towards our right shoulder. Then maybe rock the head back and forth nice and slow here. Searching for any of those spots that scream at us. Maybe just hanging out there. Letting the muscle tension melt away. Bring the head back to neutral. Walking the fingertips out to the right. Let's tilt the head over to the left, stretching through the other side. And then back to neutral here. Take some nice cat-cow movements while sitting still. Just inhaling, letting our chest shine forward. And exhale, rounding through the spine, bringing our gaze towards our belly button. Really separating those shoulder blades. Then inhale, open the chest. Exhale, cat, round through the spine. Take a few more movements here at your own pace. Moving in sync with the breath. Inhale on the cow. Exhale on the cat pose. Then coming back to a neutral seated position, bringing our right hand to our left knee, walking our left fingertips behind us for a slight twist. Not straining, not forcing anything. Just letting the body slowly loosen with the breath. Inhale, back to neutral. Left hand comes to the right knee, right fingertips reach back, twisting to the other direction. Maybe feeling a little cracker pop in the spine. Noticing the movement. Creating space in between the vertebrae. Coming back to neutral. Now we're going to make our way onto all fours. Finding ourselves in a neutral tabletop position. Go ahead and kick our left foot back, then reach it past the right corner of the mat and bring our gaze to those left toes. Breathing through the left side body, really feeling that stretch, possibly in the hip, feeling it through our external obliques. Just a great side body stretch here. And come back to neutral, walking our right toes out past the left corner of our mat. Finding the side body stretch on the other side. And coming back to neutral, we'll inhale our right arm up high. Exhale, thread the needle, putting the right arm under the left armpit. Option to find a bind with the left arm behind the back or letting that left arm walk out in front of you. Then planting that left hand back by the head, inhaling the right arm high. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle on the other side. Finding whatever variation you took on the other side. Just breathing, enjoying the sounds of nature. If you're inside, just enjoying a nice, peaceful day. Just focus on your breath. Let the body relax. And bring that right hand back by the head, inhaling the left arm high. Back to neutral. Now let's activate the core a little bit, warm up the body here. We're gonna tuck our toes and then just elevate the knees slightly here. Little tabletop plank. Just activating the core, activating the arms, getting things fired up a bit. Now that we're loosening up a little here. Then you could release, drop the knees. Next inhale, we're keeping the toes tucked. We're sending the butt high in the air, finding our first downward dog of the day. No need to straighten out the legs right away. Go ahead and ease into it, pedaling out each foot. Finding length through the spine, grounding through the palms of the hands. Letting the eyes of the elbows shine forward. Really pivoting those arms at the shoulders. Forming a nice base. And once you feel stable, let those heels ground into the mat. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. Maybe give the head a little shake, yes. A little shake, no. Make sure the neck isn't holding any tension. Then we'll inhale high up on the toes, high plank. Exhale, lower down all the way to our bellies. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale all the way up, upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Then step, hop, or float our feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We got a little critter joining me on my foot today. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms all the way up. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, cactus your arms. Exhale, giving ourselves a big hug. Separating those shoulder blades, squeezing ourselves tight. Inhale, cactus. This time opposite arm goes on top. Exhale, give yourselves a big hug. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Letting it all hang. Option to find a little bend in the knees that might help release that lower back. The more you straighten the legs, the more you'll get into those hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping it back, high plank. Lowering down, taking your vinyasa. Chaturanga into upward dog. Meeting in downward dog on the exhale. Starting to feel the heat build. Maybe noticing a little sweat. Really starting to warm up here. From downward dog, let's inhale our right heel high in the sky. Exhale, stack the knees, open the hip. Keeping a lot of weight in that right palm. Next inhale brings our foot between the palms, stepping it through. Hanging out here in runner's lunge, just rocking back and forth. Letting the hips open up a bit. And slowly drop that left knee to the ground. Inhale, reaching high. Staying for a few breaths here. Go and grab our left wrist with our right hand. Next inhale, bend to the right, finding a nice stretch through the side body. Stretching through that left hip flexor. Next inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold over our front leg. Then straightening through the leg, option to point the toes or flex the toes towards the shin. Finding a stretch through the hamstring, or if we're pointing the toes, really finding a stretch through the front of that tibialis anterior. Whatever feels good for you today. And go ahead, come back up to neutral. We're gonna keep this left hand planted, tuck our left toes, lift our left knee as we twist and open up to the right. Right fingertips reach to the sky. Grounding through the base of our right foot. Putting weight into the back toes. Then option to rise into high crescent lunge or to rise in this high lunge twist. If we're coming to high lunge here, crescent lunge, we're just facing forward, fingertips reaching for the sky like we're holding a beach ball between our hands. Finding length through that left hip flexor. Next inhale will bring us to warrior two. I'm gonna go ahead and flip sides so you guys can see better. This one we want to make sure our back heel's at 90 degrees. Front foot pointing straight forward as our fingertips are reaching apart. Gaze over our front fingertips. As we inhale, left arm behind the back, reaching our right arm back, reverse our warrior. Exhale, side angle, bringing our right elbow to right knee, left fingertips reach high. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot, stepping it back, finding three-legged dog, left leg in the sky, or right leg in the sky, sorry. Then slowly coming back down, downward dog, rising onto our toes, taking your vinyasa, mating in downward dog on the exhale. Always have the option to take a break, just relax in child's pose, maybe grab a sip of water. Do whatever your body's calling for today. And when we're ready, we'll inhale our left leg up high, stacking the hips. And inhale that left foot through the palms. Again, finding that lunge, just rocking back and forth. And slowly dropping our back knee. Inhaling both our hands up high. Going through the same flow as the other side. Grabbing our right wrist with our left hand. Find a nice stretch to the side body there. Inhale back up high. Exhale, fold over that front leg. And straightening out through the leg, finding a stretch. Whatever variation you took on the other side, go and repeat it here. And go and rock back up to neutral here. Keeping that right hand planted, lifting our right knee, then twisting, opening to the left. The next inhale, option to rise into this high lunge twist, or just finding crescent lunge. We're holding that beach ball up above our head. Then on our next inhale, we'll be opening up warrior two, pivoting the back foot, fingertips reaching apart. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to left knee, right fingertips reach high. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands frame the foot, stepping it back, three-legged dog, and letting the foot reach the mat, taking our vinyasa, meeting in downward dog on the exhale. Inhale, high on the toes, step, hop, or float to the front of the mat, finding halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, letting our arms rest by your side. Taking a few deep breaths. We're going to get into some balancing poses here. So if you could set your focus on a point that isn't moving, that might help with some balance here. We're going to be getting into tree pose. So really grounding through that left foot. We could start with just our heel on our shin. And we could work our way up. Maybe you place your foot on your calf. Maybe you bring that foot all the way up above the knee. Never placing our foot directly on the knee, as we could cause damage. So make sure we're either above or below the knee here. Option to use the hand to assist getting into position. Then once we're there, really pressing that heel into the thigh to help balance. Then option to bring hands to prayer. We can bring our arms out to side. Possibly cactus them. Be feeling wavy with the wind. Maybe be a waving tree today. Let our branches sway. Wherever we're at, let's bring our hands to neutral here, prayer position. Then slowly and mindfully releasing our right foot down. And then go ahead and shake it out. Those balancing poses could really target a lot of those smaller muscles we're not using too often. So yeah, give them a little shake, give them some love. Let's take it to the other side. Grounding through that right foot. Setting our drishti, or our view on a on a focal point that isn't moving. Then bringing our left heel, maybe starting with it just above the ankle. You can bring that foot up to the calf, or find it all the way up into your thigh. If you have to do something different than you did on the other side, don't be hard on yourself. Just acknowledge the difference, and it gives you something to work towards. Keep going with your yoga practice. Once you've found balance, wherever you're at, option to bring your hands to prayer pose, option to find tree, or cactus rather. And then if we go out wide, then we'll find waving tree. Yeah, I noticed my hip on this side a little tighter, so I'm going to go ahead and bring my foot down to my calf here. Recently had an injury on this left side, so yeah, always listen to your body. We're not here to push it today in yoga. We're here to treat ourselves. And slowly and mindfully letting that left foot down, shaking it out through the right leg. We'll inhale our arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As we exhale, we're going to squat our booty down, coming all the way down to the mat. Pardon me. Out here with the pollen today. It's been pretty wild up here in the Pacific Northwest. If you're from around here, I'm sure you can relate. But boy, am I glad to see the sun again. Anyways, from this seated position, let's go ahead and bring our feet together, finding butterfly. You keep your feet out farther in front of you. If it's a little too intense, the closer you bring your feet to you, the deeper the stretch in the groin will get. Yeah, go and just flutter the legs here. Nice fluttering butterfly. Then we'll go ahead and come steady, straighten through the spine, inhale. Then exhale, we'll lean forward, deepening into that stretch. We'll inhale, rise back up. Keeping our right foot tucked in, let's let the left leg go long. We'll turn our shoulders to be square with our left leg. Then inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, fold. Here we're really looking to create space in the lower back. So really hinging at the hips here. You could pull on your shin, pull on your calf to deepen the stretch. But don't force anything. If your body's not wanting to go there, don't push it. Just finding that nice comfortable space to breathe into and deepen with every breath. And we'll inhale back up. Before we hit the other side, let's bring this left foot and cross it over our right tucked leg. And a little bit of a pretzel formation here. Then bringing our right arm across the left knee, reaching our left fingertips back, we're going to find a twist. Coming back to neutral here. We'll let our left foot tuck in, let our right leg go out long, squaring our shoulders over the right leg. Inhale for length, and exhale, deepen the stretch, folding over. We'll slowly rise back up, bringing our right foot across our left knee, then bringing that left elbow past the right knee while our right fingertips reach back. And coming back to neutral here. We're going to go ahead and make our way onto our backs. So keeping our knees bent, go ahead slowly lower down. And we want our heels to be able to barely be touched by our fingertips. We're going to find bridge pose here. So really pressing through the heels, keeping our shoulders grounded into the mat. Slowly inhale your hips up high. Finding a bind with our hands under our lower back. Really reach our hands down towards our heels, opening through that chest, opening through the front of the body here. Pinching our knees together as if we have a yoga block between them. And slowly release back down. Go ahead and bring our knees in close. Give ourselves a big hug. Maybe rock around a little bit, giving ourselves a little massage on the ground. Let's grab our feet with our hands, finding happy baby. Option to play around here. Maybe straightening one of the legs and straightening the other. Maybe straighten them both. Whatever feels good here. Just playing around. And we're going to be taking it to Shavasana. So any final poses that are calling to you, feel free to take them now. Otherwise, go ahead, lie down, relaxing into our mats. Letting our weight be heavy on this earth. And just noticing our breath. Letting it calm our mind as we give ourselves thanks and gratitude for stepping onto the mat today. You can feel free to hang out here in Shavasana as long as you'd like. I recommend anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And then yeah, just appreciate you all for joining me today. I hope you appreciate yourselves for taking the time out of your day to do this. And yeah, I just hope it's left you feeling energized, relaxed, and ready to take on whatever life has in store for you. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.